And welcome back to Let's Talk News. Now, we were just talking about what was going on, or some of the issues that are going on with women, and how that may actually swing this year's presidential campaign. But just a reminder here, folks, we're doing this live at inside the Riviera at the Queen Victoria
Let me
Pub.
handle this for you, Rick.
Billy, it's all yours.
Inside the Queen Victoria Pub, we have an exact replica of the Beatles Cavern Club from Liverpool. So if you imagine right here, that's Ringo right there. He's standing where Paul, he does not look like Paul.
Yeah,
and
no.
she's standing where George is. Of course, I'd be John.
Of course. What about Angela?
But this is actually an exact replica of the Cavern Club. Being a Beatle fanatic, I wanted to throw my 2 cents in there.
Well, more than that, though, you got a little bit more history here than that, and that is that you were actually in the movie Casino, which was also shot here.
Yeah, the Riviera, which is, I mean, the casino's right outside the door here. This is inside the Riv. We shot Casino back here in '94. I spent 4 nights on a shot, and it's a scene where De Niro finds out the guy is cheating, and he comes around, figures it out, and cattle prods the guy. Remember that?
Ouch!
Well, I'm gambling next to him the whole time, sitting talking to Mrs. Scorsese.
I was there.
I took these from the set. They're actually chips that say the Tangiers on them.
Right, the fictitious casino.
Okay.
So actually, my memorabilia, I don't know how it happened. It was in my wardrobe. A year
Just
later.
happened to work that way.
Right.
This is a wonderful thing about being here in Las Vegas is you go to any of these old casinos and so on, you're going to find just all kinds of memorabilia and nostalgia and things that you'll notice immediately.
Sorry.
I'm going to get back for more than just a minute, because I think this is worth talking about. We were talking about social issues. The first few minutes ago, we were talking about women and the divide, or maybe not, but a potential divide on the vote, and this is where the 2 candidates are going. The other big divide, the other big deciding factor may be on gays and gay marriage. I see that as being a huge issue. Obviously, Barack Obama has now been depicted as one person said, the gays president, because he's in fact repealed don't ask, don't tell, and then coupled that, he's now in support of marriage as a contract and should not be looking at it as a gender base, but strictly as a constitutional issue.
Okay.
So anyway, I know you come from a country where this is not, people have seen gender being
really,
together.
why is it such a big deal? Because obviously it would have been a big deal like 50 years ago or so, but nowadays it just is what it is. Move with the times. It's not so much like a big thing, obviously. And there's lots of people, including movie stars, everyone who's role models, who are bi. Do you know what I mean? Who like both men and women. So why is it such a huge thing?
Yeah, I moved to LA in the 80s, and it was just a big time when everything was kind of like really coming to focus about it. And it's like, come on. If people love one another, what does it matter? If they want to live together and they're the married couple, support them. It's just state benefits. We're not talking about God, really.
Right. I would agree with that. However, I do have to go back
There we go.
That's the reason we love her.
and talk about the stance that has been taken by the administration. Because was I just crazy, or did he, when he was running, say that he believed it was with a man and a woman? And so now I have to wonder, does it really come down to what he truly thinks, or what any politician truly thinks, or does it come back down to electability?
It's interesting
and
you
what
should
will
say
get them
that,
elected.
because even I noticed it seems very strategic.
Right.
That
Well,
it's
Right. They tested the waters with Biden coming out and saying I'm for it. It worked out. So the next day, here comes Barack.
Biden's the perfect foil because he can always do something like that. Oh yeah, I love gay marriage. But it's perfect. They probably choreograph that kind of stuff all the time. But you know,
sure.
the time is
Sure, they float.
Enough.
Okay, there's no
God bless you, but you know what? It's a little bit different issue, and you can't lump them together with the women's rights. You know, I mean,
Right.
2 separate total things. You know, really.
I think the only common thread there is whether it's contraception, abortion, or gay marriage, the government shouldn't be having a say in this. That's the common thread.
Yeah, and I'm going to agree with that, because we talked about this before as well, and that is that the question is, why is the government spending so much time on moral issues, personal value issues, personal choice issues, instead of talking about things that are actually going to help to move this government forward?
Exactly.
And that's what
Get
I don't
people
understand.
working again.
Yeah,
or the economy.
Exactly, the economy, getting people working together, getting working, period. And really, isn't the primary function of the presidency and the federal government really foreign policy? And why is it these guys rarely ever talk about foreign policy, but will so often talk about the very things they can do nothing about?
Oh,
It's
that's
the
probably
function of
it.
Congress,
Because it's the
not the
emotions.
function of the executive branch.
It's,
besides,
people vote on emotion, though, and it's grab those emotions from the
And
people.
it's always easier to say, "Oh, we could do this," knowing you can do nothing
exactly,
about it. So.
exactly.
All right.
Let's do nothing.
What does it say? If you folks are talking about it, that means we're talking about it here on Let's Talk News Now. And by the way, you can follow us on Twitter at Let's Talk News Now, or you can like us or you can like us on our Facebook.
I like you.
Let's do
You
both.
like me on Facebook. Very good. And find out what's going on, or visit letstalknewsnow.com. We're going to be taking a short break. When we come back, we're changing the environment a little bit. We're going to change our personal environments. We're going to be talking about fashion with fashion expert Alexi Tarrant. We'll be right back.
Small children.
Sorry,
Yay.
too much.
No, you're great.